Okay, here I am on a service call, the noisy unit. Let's turn the boiler on. We all know these old pumps. The B&G, with a coupler, bearing assembly. Go. So far, no noise. Got the little zones on right now. So, Grunfus pump. Way back here. Oh, there we go. This one is not running. Go to the other side. He's on. Because as you can see, there's nothing moving inside of him. This one you can't see inside it. There's a metal plate here. So, let's open it up and see if we have a bad bearing assembly. I mean, a bad coupler. So, could be a bad bearing assembly that led to the coupler failure. But let's see. Take a look. Here is what do I have here? See attached? Yes, that side of the coupler looks good. Whoop. Do you see this? The spring broke. So that's our problem. We have a broken coupler on this pump. No spring, so the spring's somewhere in here. Probably bouncing and rattling around as this guy spins. But unfortunately, it's gonna make a lot of noise because it's missing the spring on the other side. It snapped off. Okay. Now, we're going to have open. Open up this pump and see. It's 1/8 of an inch. You have 2 set screws on here. Right here. Come in. He's loose. It's even better. Sometimes you really gotta fight with it, but that could have led to its failure. Is vibration over time loosening. Now, let's find the one for the other side. Right here. Now I got that off, or loosened. So this way the coupler will come apart. I'm gonna have to take these bolts off. Mostly just this bolt. I'm gonna leave this alone because there's a gasket here sealing the water off, so I don't want to disrupt this. I'm just gonna take this side off and slide the motor back. If I'm doing the bearing assembly, this whole part will come off. But once we open it up, I want to see inside. Make sure there's no seepage of water inside of this. Okay, so let's get the electric off. So this way it doesn't give us any resistance as we try to move our pump. Nice and oily from all that motor oil dripping on it, non-stop. Now, even though I know it's dead, if the switch is off, always verify your power before touching any wires. Play it safe. I don't know anybody that's died from electricity, but I don't want to know anybody, so please stay safe out there. No bolts. Now the wires come off very easy. He broke from years of use. Nothing really locking the stuff in. Look at those old wires. It's got the string insulation on them. Be careful when you're working on old stuff, because that stuff just disintegrates. Get the motor off. They did not cut these out like the newer pumps. I'll show you. Have a spot right there that your ratchet will fit. Like the ratchet's needed. Loosen everything. Because you're going to be doing a one-handed balancing act. Sometimes to get that little coupler off. So make it as easy as you can. Get everything nice and loose. Out. That's up. So just a coupler holding it on. It should come off. There you go. There's your broken coupler. There's openings here, so you probably shot out the bottom. The spring's probably somewhere in the room. I should have this coupler on me. Since we're working here, let's clean it up a little. WD is the perfect cleaner. Because we're gonna get filthy anyway here. So, might as well clean up just a little. Not gonna make it perfect. Let's try to prevent getting extra dirty. Not like it matters at all. That's what we do. We work, we get filthy. Okay, he seems to move okay. No evidence of water leaking back in. So, let's put the new coupler on. Same thing for the motor. Motor's coated in oil, so this stuff just wipes right off. Now you know when your coupler's in the correct spot. Because you have this little nub here. You want to make sure your set screw goes into. See, I got a lot of resistance already. I'm not in the right spot. If I was, I can put the set screw in a lot more. Like that. Okay, now for the fun part. Move the bearing assembly so that my set screw's coming through here. Turn the motor. Let's put this into position. Always the tricky one. Make sure yes. Sure you have fasteners to the bolts ready. But once he's on, almost. Now, like I showed you with the other side, I'm either going to go right in or hit lots of resistance. Okay, I'm in. I can tighten that up once I got a bolt or two holding me. It's held in place with those two. Let's get the other started. Alright, now let's bring the electric back up and in. These scary wires that are just, rope just disintegrating. Let me do I have slack? I think I should replace this wire. Everybody keeps taping it. Oh, I'll be back. We're going to be replacing that wire. Now we're going to come onto this side, to the control panel. We even got oily wires on this side. Spin the lock nut off. We're going to be removing the whole thing. Remember, make sure your emergency switch is off. Probably should change it to the Phillips, but it'll work either way. It's a flat and a Phillips. See, this has insulation underneath the rope. Look at that. I can't leave that. I'm touching it. I own it. There's no way that I'm going to leave that behind. Because what I'll hear from anybody is, well, why didn't you just change it? So, might as well change it. In the future, I don't know how I'm going to get this job done. Because somebody on the higher up believes that I don't need BX cable. I don't need BX connectors. This stripper. Times it seems to work great. Yeah, the whole thing with this thing is you gotta set it to where you want it. So I'm too big if I'm sliding. But the whole concept makes sense. You put on, twist, you should just pull. Now to get this back attached. Nothing's easy with gloves on. The nitrate gloves I had on were easier, but figured this would protect me better while working with the BX cable, because you got a sharp BX. I don't have the fancy BX tools, so I bend and let my dikes cut. Okay, so now I need my lock nut. I brought it so close, but so far. Okay, I'm putting you down for a second. I get this in. Connection on this side is good. Just tighten these up a little. Good. Let's go around to the other side, to the palm. That was easy. Okay. Okay, connector. Let's reuse the dirty old oily one, as long as it doesn't slip. Wire nuts, ready to go right back on. Where are they? I think I'm going to fix these wires. I should probably just get the Kleins. I'm trying to use these. Straighten the wire the best I can. Give myself new ends. It was a present from the wife, so. On this stuff, it's real easy, but this stuff is also disintegrating. So I'm not sure if that's a fair test. One wire. Too much here, so. And the wire nut. pliers are done. Tuck them in to here. Now for the truthful moment. How will our new coupler work on this beautiful pump that we kept alive for a little bit longer? Okay, we're on. You don't even hear it. But this pump, as you can see through the bottom, is spinning. There you have it. There is a coupler replacement on a B&G, plus having to redo the BX electrical cable. Hope you enjoyed my video.